Oh, brother, when did you know? When did you realize you hated me? Was it when Father gave me the name Lannister? Or was it when you noticed he loved me more? That's your favorite son? That bastard lion, you exclaimed. My, how that name is stuck. And when Father died and you cast me from our home, I could have killed you. In fact, I should have. But I won't draw your blood, brother. Not if I can help it. There are plenty of men out there who will do it for me. Believe it or not, I do not wish to see you suffer. For the brother you used to be, I will be quick. And when the sun rises on Casterly Rock, and you see the black lion flapping in the wind, know it will be your last, brother. For a Lannister always pays his debts, and I mean to collect. What's up, everybody? It's Nolan. Today we are here once again in AGOT, and as you can see, on the cusp of a major battle. That's right, we are playing as Lord Jerian, the Bastard Lion Lannister, as you saw by the introduction. This is our brave, vengeful, ambitious, and stubborn third brother, or third son rather, of Tion Lannister, who was legitimized after his participation in a war of some nondescript source. The year is 112 AC, so Viserys is the king, so the Dance of the Dragons has not happened yet, or at least not in this timeline. We have claims on a bunch of different stuff, the High Lordship of Castamere as well, as the High Lordship of Casterly Rock, because we are a Lannister. Basically what happened is our brother, who is sick, which is why I'm attacking now, I heard he was dying, and I wanted him to know that I had come before he decided to die. He has spotted fever, he probably will die. But basically, my older brother decided that when my father legitimized me, he thought he was his favorite son, which might be true. And basically what happened is, once his father died, he banished me, and by proxy, my other older brother, Tion, who decided to come with me, out of the Westerlands. He said, I don't care where you go, you basically just have to do whatever and not be here anymore. So Jerian, 15 years ago, went down to Dorne, to Sunspear, and he decided to found an adventurers, like a company of mercenaries, basically the company of the Black Lion, which is what his banner is. If you look here at his personal arms, the Bastard Lion, Black Heart and Black Arms is their motto. That's the banner that we are flying under right now. If we zoom in, you can see that that's our little battle banner here. We have a couple mercenaries, but I'm essentially fighting with just whatever band he was able to collect over his 15 years. Hypothetically, I just did a lot of this in the background. I did play for a couple years. And then some mercenaries. So he's coming with an army about 8,000 strong, very well trained, very elite. He did participate in the Wars of the Stepstones with Daemon Targaryen. They're not friends or anything, but they do know each other. Like they did fight together and did conquer these. So that's something that happened in canon. He also did a bunch of mercenary work in Essos. But Jerian, now at the age of 45, has decided that he is going to fulfill the dream, or rather the nightmare that his brother supposed he would be, and come back to the Westerlands to take Casterly Rock for his own. This is kind of like a Blackfire Rebellion situation, but for House Lannister. So there you go. Only in this case, I would consider Jerian to be more in the right. It's still kind of messed up that you would try to rock the foundations of Westeros by doing something like this, but with the help of the Dynastic War mod by Valadar, which we've talked about here on the channel before, I was able to do this to where the rest of Westeros is not attacking me. It's just the Lannisters and whoever their allies happen to be. This is going to be a tough war, for sure, because even with 7,000 elite troops, that's not a guarantee. As you can see, if I run right into this, I'm going to get absolutely rocked. So I need to find somewhere that has good defensive bonuses, or I am going to be absolutely cooked. And to do this, let's see, do we have anybody who's a good commander? No, it's just me. I am a logician, though, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go sit up here in the hills, try to get an initial advantage on this battle. Hopefully I survive. Okay, good. Battle of Iron Hedge. Good, good, good. First victory in the books. I don't have a ton of troops. Mind you, he could easily overwhelm me if I don't play this right. I just have to be quick. They called in the Oakenhearts. Hopefully I can survive. Okay, good. Good initial win. Another win. Okay, good. So my elite trained units should be able to be enough to hold out. I got a new knight. Another person, another ally coming in. Another 1,000. The Black Lion still marches. Okay, so he's coming back for seconds. Actually, this will be thirds. 3 great victories. And it looks like I just have too many men-at-arms. I bought a lot of mercenaries with this in mind. I basically saved all the money that I had made. Bunch of knights that I'm making. Have I captured anybody? This guy? Good. I only have mangonels, so hopefully, let's see. I'm gonna station these guys here. I don't think I'd win. We'll see. Whoa, okay, battle toll pass. Look at this. Look at this. The Black Lion coming in hot. Let's go through impressment. Unbelievable. Really great start to this. I was a little worried that this was going to go poorly, but honestly, it seems that my preparations were good. And I did a lot of stuff in the background, mind you. Like, I gave him a regiment that was really strong because I knew that he was going to have way more troops than me and probably some allies. I didn't look. I was a little, you know, leery on that. But once I get my army up, or once I land myself, I guess, here in the Westerlands, we'll go from there. Is my brother still alive? Okay, so it looks like he survived that illness that he had. I do want to, because I'm not stupid enough to actually waste my time going up to the center, because it would just, I would lose like all of the progress that I've made, because they'll just turn around and get everything that's behind them, like they always do. But I will, for the vibe, once we get this up high enough, once we have max battle score rather, I will march up there. Sorry, I got distracted. I will march up to Casterly Rock, just so I can declare my victory in front of his gate. Yeah, this force ended up being a little stronger than I had anticipated. I think though, if he had had one more big ally, I would have been screwed. Because you can beat like double the size armies, but if this was like probably like 30,000 troops, like right now, I would not beat him. He's gonna be an absolute dickhead about this. Because he'll wipe them before they get a chance. My pike captain just got captured. You absolute dick. Alright, I had to chase him forever. My brother Tion was murdered. He was slain in battle by Reginald of Fang Hill. Dang, my best friend and brother was killed. I found supremacy. I mean, I could have probably afforded to lose a level of fame. This will make a fine trophy. I will take your Valyrian Steel Sword. I don't care if I lose prestige for that. My brother just died. I'm not thinking rationally, okay? I'm running out of my troops. This is stressful. I did not think that my brother was gonna die. But I suppose that's sort of what happens, huh? In war. 3 years. Here we go. Here come the mangonels. I'm losing my mercenaries though, so I have to be quick. Alright, I only have 2,000 troops now. This is just me. All of my mercenaries are gone. I could get more, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see if we can't just win. So the war has been costly for both of us. We have lost, both of us, many, many lives. It's been, I think, like 4 years, 3 years. And this is it. This has done it. I have taken this prisoner in the siege, and I'm gonna win this battle real quick. And then I'm going to march myself up to Casterly Rock, park myself right in front of his dumb little Casterly Rock house at the Golden Gate, and here I will declare myself the victor of the Company of the Black Lions dynastic claim on the Westerlands. You and your foul host may have wrested my lord paramountcy from me, but mark me, I am not through yet, nor will I give up the Westerlands so easily. Ha! The fool has a spirit. Greetings, brother. Your low character is the subject of mummer shows. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. I am now the Lord of the Westerlands, under my black banner. King Viserys is my new liege. You are my friend's nemesis. Ah, your friends. I am now a mighty lord. And a new legend seat has been unlocked. So we are now the Lord, although we're fighting against... Let me just get my army back up, I guess. I didn't realize that we were going to be fighting immediately. So I was going to make my brother my second. But we can't, because he's dead. Which is a real shame. Make you this. Probably you. Probably try to get all of my vassals. My nephew, honestly, he lost an eye in those wars, but he did a great job. Let's get a sum of all skill here. Honestly, the Golden Tooth isn't a bad person to put there, so let's just have it be this, and they're going to give me 15 gold a turn. I actually don't need to get rid of my army at all, apparently. I still think that we should do... Should we do Martial or Stewardship now? Let's do Stewardship since we're a Lannister and now we're landed. We'll do Domain Focused. Because he already has decent martial stuff, and we're not going to be going to war much after this. And I do have a Valyrian Steel Sword. I also have the First Man Crown of House Lannister, which I cannot wear, but I can use Supremacy, which I am now going to be holding. Which is, I think, the sword of... Who is it? The Sarats of Silverhill are a proud Andal house who purchased this ostentatious sword with the silver hued from the lands surrounding their keep. They purchased it, though. Okay, well, it's mine now, so I purchased it. I don't think I'm going to be able to survive very much, because my army is so depleted. Did not think that I was going to have to fight a war, like, right away. War taxes? Yeah, raise additional taxes. We are losing a ton of money per turn. It says I should still win. Oh. Come on, Jarian! Damn it. I need to find a wife. Stat. Somebody of age, preferably. You know what, the Baratheons? Lord Bormund? You are a fearless ravener. You are ambitious, fickle, and shy. That should work out for me. Out of war, out of necessity, really. My friend, can you help me? I can recover my troops while I'm standing here. Offer ward? You want me to offer you... I would become princess... What? Really? Your daughter? Why is she ill? Sure. Kind of crazy. Why would I be your ward? Also, so I have a wife, a Baratheon, who we need to marry. There we go. A mind to mold. Let's see. So you're my ward. Should I pick your education? You are sickly and homely. So probably want you to be... You know what? Let me teach you about stewardship. Good, good, good. Perfect. And I'm winning this one. Oh, excellent. There we go. An initial defeat is fine. You can always recover. And thankfully, because it's a defensive war, I don't actually have to take anything. I will take this, though, because it's only going to be 40 days. God, having the Baratheons is clutch for sure. I will ask you for gold, because I'm losing 25 gold a turn. I don't know how long that's going to stay that way, but I definitely want to not have to deal with it. Okay. And it's over. So they have to pay me 746 gold, and I get 110 prestige. And now I can disband. Wonderful. Perfect. And now I can slowly recover my troops. And the Lannisters, which I am still a Lannister, mind you. I flew under my own banner, so that's why it looks like that. Okay, boy, Jesus. So many. My nemesis and rival. I do think my brother should be, murdered? Or gotten rid of? Where is he? Duchy title. Okay, so you're over here. Okay, as long as you're not in my lands, it's fine, I guess. Knights of the Rock, for sure, gonna go in Casterly Rock. Because they're super strong. And then we'll do these guys at Tremblestone. Sick. So now we're making gold per turn. I have lowered my men-at-arms that I had. I didn't show you that. So I've lowered a lot of my men-at-arms. I didn't have these at all maxed out, but I had quite a lot of them. And so now we can work on recovering low county control. We definitely want to work on Casterly Rock. For sure. Our capital, our seat, our head. And I have never been here. I have never ruled under-equipped. My men, of course, need the best quality arms. I've never owned the Lannister courtroom because I've never had a reason to play in the Lannister courtroom. Now we have the Gilded Throne. The imposing throne is a permanent fixture of the Golden Gallery. The great lion, carved from the rock itself and gilded with gold from the mines below, stands guard over the many treasures and honors within the gallery. And as far as the banners go, we could put Lord Lionel's shield. We could do the Lannister house banner and the Lannister dynasty banner. That looks pretty fire to me. This can be a stag hide. Yeah, this is looking really nice. Court grandeur. Everything should realistically be kind of high because this is like the Lannister court. Right. Once this is recovered too, because it is recovering men-at-arms, I think we'll make more money. But I do not mind paying more to try to get it up to 8. Warlike court. Administrative court I think would be better, but we don't have any prestige, so we'll wait a second. We have taken the Westerlands. We've won this little initial battle. Look at this mist. It's pretty lovely, isn't it? I do think recovering Brightroar might be something that's cool. Now that I'm here, I'm 49 years old. I will fund a brave explorer to venture into the perilous ruins of Old Valyria in search of Brightroar, the ancestral sword of House Lannister. Prepare a ship. It has been centuries since King Tommen II of the Westerlands lost Brightroar during his expedition to Valyria. House Lannister has been without a Valyrian steel blade ever since. Not really, because I have one, but still. Perhaps it is time to attempt to recover the blade. There are a few problems that gold cannot solve. With enough money and daring adventures, Brightroar could be recovered. Kelvin, a local captain, has offered to lead the expedition. The trip would be both expensive and dangerous, but the reward could be impressive. That's 11 years, so if you mess it up, Kelvin, or Kevin, whatever your name is, you're not, probably not going to come back. Let's see. Captain of the Household Guard. Bosco has been my friend for a while, so we'll put him there. Master at Arms. Sir Pharaoh, who I knighted, personally. These guys are all people that I had with me for a while. Sir Quile, the Rotund, personal champion. Sir Pharaoh can also be that. There we go. So now we're recovering. This person wants me to go on a hunt with them. I will. I shall, in fact, go on a hunt with you. I've never read the Lannister stuff, so let's customize the route. I don't think I have anyway. It's been a long time since I did, so let's just join the hunt and we'll read the stuff along the way. The Lion's Dock, the docks of Lannisport, while not as big as those of Valantis or secure as Bravos, attract ships from across the world. Legends of the Gold of Casterly Lock are run from Ashai to Ib, and merchants will always seek out gold. Land Steppe. The Sept of Lannisport, commonly called Land Sept, due to the erroneous belief by the small folk that it was built by Land the Clever, is one of the great septs of the realm. Its size and grandeur are only a third of the great steppe in the Starry Sept. Really? I didn't know that. See, this is why we read. And we're here at a little hunt, and we visited the green fields. Cornfield has long been the breadbasket of the Westerlands, and its lush and bountiful harvest going to support Lannisport and the Rock. With its lush, I should say, not and its. We could upgrade that for 1,000. I just don't know if that's a good use of 1,000 gold. The castle is all the way maxed out. We are not getting all the taxes that we would because we have 62% less, actually, because of our little war that we did. Costly, costly. Fang Hill Keep. I guess the hunt is over. Okay. Let me read that. I don't remember it ending. I think it just ended, like, because it felt like it. Fang Hill Keep is an ancient outpost traditionally held by the bannermen sworn to Casterly Rock. The fortified position sits upon a tan hill overlooking the rivers to the east and Lannisport to the west. From this keep, the Lord of Fang Hill is able to either intercept incoming armies before they reach the city or flank attacking forces once they lay siege to Lannisport. And that looks like this. It's right here. That's Fang Hill, where the Cleganes will eventually be, but they are not right now. We visited the Westerlands, and we visited Casterly Rock, which we must read because it is one of the most impressive, if not the most impressive castle in all of Westeros. Said to be 3 times the height of the wall, the massive Casterly Rock is a source of House Lannister's wealth and power. The mountain is home to an abundant supply of gold, and thousands of years of mining have filled the rock with tunnels that now form it, the hallways, rooms, and courtyards of one of the largest castles in Westeros. And just to really appreciate it, it's very impressive. It's an incredibly magnificent place. We're gonna definitely get Taxman, and we'll chill for a minute. I am my betrothed. I should probably work on getting you to like me. Kelvin is dead. I am now the Warden of the West. I am going to host a grand tournament here in Casterly Rock. Oh, actually Atlantis Keep, rather. And we will do a melee. We'll do a duel. We'll do a joust, and we'll do a I guess we'll end it with an archery contest. Yeah, we'll host a grand tournament. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of prestige from this, but this way we can, you know, celebrate my coming and get the people something to be excited about, because I'm here, my champion, other guests. Yeah, we're gonna do, I guess I'll make my gold triumph, and we'll start the grand tournament. 711 gold. Definitely expensive, but it will be worth it. So we're hosting it down here in the city of Lannisport. Can't wait to begin, and I have some pretty sick looking armor on. I may not qualify for the melee. Well, that sounds wrong. All right, now I'm currently guaranteed to qualify. I just need to be able to qualify. That's what we want. Famous guests arrive. 5 lords arrive, are eminent. Some guests. Okay. Who are our guests? Really, nobody from around? I'm hosting like probably one of the grandest grand tournaments. And it's my team versus the Marquis Tion, the Sword of the Morning Dane. This guy looks so rad. First of all, he also has Dawn. Is the fabled sword of House Dane. The huge great sword has a blade as pale as milk glass and a golden star decorate the hilt. Legends say that a fallen star was tracked by the founder of House Dane to the mouth of the Torrentine, at the site later named Starfall. Dawn was forged from the heart of this star and has been wielded by the worthiest members of House Dane ever since. And let us see who we are going against. We are fighting against a bunch of dudes now. I will fight all 3 of them. It looks like one of our stands destroyed itself. And we lost the melee to the Sword of the Morning's team. This guy's drip is unbelievable. He's also the same age as me. When such beautiful countenance is hid from sight, those left behind must feel a blight. Without him we are but hollow shells, all lonely hearts and separate cells. Wow, what the heck? Are we homies now? That was really nice of you. I like that. You know what? You're not so bad. I don't mind that you beat me in my own melee. I'm gonna go pray. Bring me glory, warrior, please. Guaranteed to qualify for the duel. Dragon has entered the world, of course. That often happens. I'm fighting against a Crake Hall. Alright, we won this one. Thank God. Of course, the Sword of the Morning is gonna win. This guy's insane. And looks like a... Oh, my personal champion, Sir Firo. Nice. Firo, you have to beat Dane. The Whirlwind? Oh, dear. I can do this. I lost. Oh, and Firo got knocked out by the Sword of the Morning. And it looks like Tion is fighting Tywell. So, the Sword of the Morning, again, looks like he's sweeping the contest. Who invited this asshole? Oh my god, this guy stole my crown, too? Oh, Jesus, I cannot with this man. I hate you. Okay, well, you gotta get out of here. Why are you even alive? Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Is he wearing it? Dude, the arrogance of this mother is insane. All right, I won the first round of the joust. All right, I'm in the finals. I better win. I will. I'll freak out. All right, I'm fighting this guy of House Beatley. I can do this. And I did it. I've succeeded. I won the joust. I don't even need to qualify for the archery contest. Who cares? Who shall I choose as my queen of love and beauty? My wife is not here. Or my betrothed isn't here. All these people are ugly as hell. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find one that's like actually attractive. My nephew's spouse, I'm gonna give it to her just to be a little bit of a dick. She is most deserving because you are a Lannister to be. Look at her, she's got the crown on now. That's cute. I like that. Archery contest. Time to show the world my skill. And I didn't. I'm not surprised. But I won the joust, so we ended up getting Exalted Among Men. And it looks like this guy won. Good job. And so now the tournament is over, the sun comes down, and I've won the prize scepter. What a great occasion. I could give a speech, let's see if people like it. It doesn't say that they did or not, but it's fine. We ended up getting 4,000. Oh no, my words bring some acclaim, nice. We ended up getting 4,000 prestige from that. It looks like the Sword of the Morning ended up getting wounded, but he won 2 bouts. And we did it, we did a tournament. Very nice. And I can create a cadet branch if I wanted to. But I kind of like being of House Lannister. I don't need to be. Also, we can send for a Faceless Man, which I will do, because these guys are an instant kill, and I want my crown back. Even though I will be in debt, probably. So concentrated was I on thumbing through a pile of reports that I did not notice a stranger enter my chamber with a voice as soft and cutting as wind. He introduced himself as one of the Faceless Men of Bravos. My inquiry has been received, and the cross-matching the task at hand. Here is your money, 900 gold. My peaceful afternoon is interrupted by a woman I had mistaken for one of the servants. Her presence subtly fills the air with heaviness, as though a humid tempest had settled itself in my chambers. Though no formal introductions are made, she feels familiar in an eerie way. I ask her name, and she says tersely, "A woman has no name." Lord Tywin, she says, has fallen victim to a chance. A pulley hoisting a heavy musical instrument snapped over his head, crushing the poor victim. Baldur Daharis. Lord Tywin is dead. I have no heir now. Not really, but I do. So now I have the crown of the first man again. I am now married to Melaine, or Melaine? Yeah, I think it's Melaine, of House Baratheon, and I will work on romancing her. I'll win a sparring match because it seems like she would like that. She's a fearless ravener. I'm also now allied to the Stormlands. We can create a cadet branch. We can hold court if we want to. My court grandeur is increasing. My money is increasing. We're doing better. Just have to keep on trucking, basically. Do I have anybody who wants a seat on the council that isn't already on the council? I used the Shira, my ward, because remember I'm warding the Targaryen's youngest daughter to convince my new wife that I'm awesome, as one does. The prize scepter. I will throw it down there. Offered and claimed by Lord Jerian as the prize in his joust contest. It seems it doesn't really have the same effect when it's like worded like that. It makes it seem like it's not as good. One of the Greyjoys apparently has, not a Greyjoy, one of the Black Bloods, or what is this guy? The Salts has one of my artifacts. So I'm going to work on claiming it back, although I could just fight him for it. I feel like that would be more in character for him to just fight it. I don't think he would want to do the other thing, but he did kill his brother because his brother kind of deserved it. He would say no. 95% chance. Okay, good. I have now become soulmates with my young wife, Melaine Baratheon. And so hopefully we'll have a baby soon so that I can father an heir to my throne, or to my, Lord Paramountcy. So my brother, I still can't believe my other brother was slain in battle. So I am the only Lannister of that line that's actually really still around. Well, at least of this generation. I cannot wait to hold my babe in my arms. It's wonderful news, my darling. Purely wonderful news. Should we create a cadet branch? I don't think he would. I think he is proud that he's a Lannister. He was also given the title. I would like for your kinsman, Lauren Lannister, to become a squire of Daemon Targaryen. Yes. I would absolutely accept that. He would lose 600 prestige if he says no. Well, I'm going to challenge you because I know you're going to say no. You refused my challenge. Okay, so Viserys will accept a duel for this crown, the crown of Rock and Hill. I will take that. I will take that odd. If you beat me, Viserys, then you can have it. Here we go. I'm fighting in single combat against King Viserys for this the crown. I have supremacy in my hands. I will strike parry riposte. I have won it! Oh, and I wounded him. Hopefully not too badly. And I won the Crown of Rock and Hill. Was worn by the Kings of the Rock from House Lannister, which traced their descent back to Land the Cleaver and Lorien the Lion. It was worn last by Lorien the last Lannister until it was surrendered by Aegon the Conqueror during his conquest. Oh, it was surrendered to Aegon the Conqueror during his conquest of the Seven Kingdoms. So this is the last crown that was worn. My son and heir, Lord Lambert. Definitely not a good name. Robin, Athan, Byron, Jerian. I like Tion, after my father. I think that's a good name. You should not have to find or know the world of blood. Honestly, marrying you to my ward, probably not the worst idea. Kind of makes sense. And Viserys should be my homie, even though we did fight. Let's get some Targaryen blood in the line of House Lannister. Look at this. Look at this. And that's a Dragon Rider too, by the way. Executed with confidence. Oh yeah, this is like minus 10%. This guy wants me to go to war with him. You know what? I will say yes. What is it for? A Liberty War? I'll accept. It's been far too long. All right, my loves. Apparently, you're just not gonna get it done, and that's fine. Also, look at this old silver fox. Look at his sick hair. He looks actually really rad. I am quite pleased with his look, and him holding supremacy looks really dope. I feel like I always end up getting that one. It like always comes to me. There we go. Big battle. Battle of Connington, which I am the leader. Oh yeah. It's been far too long since I've led a good bout. I mean, this is the same guy who literally, with an army of just mercenaries, basically retook the Westerlands from, you know, with a force several times my size, or against a force several times my size. This guy would definitely be like a legend if he was real. This is what I usually try to go for when I make these characters. My friend, no. I will knight. Ooh, Willem, yes. Willem Lannister, of course. I guess we should try to take the Connington seat, which I believe is Griffin's Roost. Griffin's Throat is on the western edge of Shipbreaker Bay, surrounded by the south, east, and north side by water. Only the western side is approachable, though protected by a gatehouse which leads to a narrow ridge called the Griffin's Throat, which is the only way to the castle. I don't actually know how my son would have light blonde hair. I know he's probably, I mean, that means he's my son, but she has dark-ass hair. Suspicious. Oh, I had a daughter, Lady Rowena. Let's do a good Westerlander name. Sarisa, Landra, Dosana, Adela, Winda. Jane Lannister, that's a cute one. We fought against each other once, Grover. I think that it's time that we don't do that again. And it wouldn't be matrilinear because that doesn't make sense. They wouldn't do that. So she will marry you just for that. Let's do diplomacy for you, and we'll have it be your ma. And we've nearly taken it. Griffin's Roost is about to be mine. And it's done. Beautiful. The Liberty War should be over now. That was a strong Liberty War, though. Actually insane. Done. I'm sending my boys home. So I'm now allied to the Riverlands and to... Oh boy, what's going on with the Reach here? The Liberty War. Okay, well I don't have to worry about that. Whoa. What a grumpy looking person. I am 55 years old. It's been 16 years since the game started. We have taken the Westerlands. Which technically the game was started at like the year 111, so technically it's been 10 years since we started. My brother is dead. I had him killed by a faceless man after he tried to steal one of our artifacts. We could pay homage to... Okay. Bring him some gold. I will bestow a gift upon Viserys, because he was kind enough to not get that pissed off at me for challenging him to a duel. We have submitted to the Red Keep, which we've read the Red Keep's thing many times. Oh, a ruler in the making. Tion, much like your grandfather, surely. Praise the smith. The tax return is here. We found a new bank. Honestly, the Bank of Casterly Rock would probably be pretty sick. I'm harsh. Oh, if you're the criminal who has avoided almost every account. Oh my. I have to do fast, hard justice on Firo. But Firo's been my friend, and he's been with me for like the entire time. He was literally one of the first people I got. I can't be a protector of shady characters, though. I'm sorry. Oh, that hurt. That hurt real bad. I can have Brett be my personal champion. One of my nephews. That is a real shame. Actually, Brett would be a good master at arms. He has been with me. I mean, he was essentially born, if I'm not mistaken, in my camp, or like thereabouts. He has been with me that long. So, there you go. 11th ranked court in the world. It should honestly be the top, but I'm not making enough money per turn yet to really justify that, so I won't do it. So I just realized I can actually go to war for my claim on Crown of Gerald I the Great, which was the crown worn by King Gerald I the Great, Lannister of the Westerlands, which was made of gold and red gold marble. It featured highly detailed and accurate golden lions in the position of the Lannister sigil and 4 golden lion heads. According to legend, the forger of the crown used the lions owned by House Lannister under Casterly Rock as reference when creating the miniature golden replicas. Forged at the height of the Lannisters' great golden age during the reign of King Gerald I, this popular crown was worn by various kings and even queens of the Westerlands, such as King Tyrion III and Queen Lyanna Lannister in the centuries afterwards. Sadly, its owner, King Lorien III, the Limp, managed to lose the crown while fighting the Ironborn to a member of House Hoare. And today, the crown remains lost somewhere in some forgotten treasury of an Ironborn lord. But not any longer, because I am declaring for my artifact claim. The armies of the Westerlands rise today, and we are going to start here at the Bane Fort. We're going to raise all of our troops. And I'm going to come over here and kick the living shit out of you until you give me my stuff back. Because Jarian the Bastard Lion is nothing but persistent. Or nothing, if not persistent. Arranged betrothal for my nephew? Is this your sister? Brett? Sure. Nice. His hair is black like his mother. I think Tybalt is actually a solid name. Also, you have Hale. You can be a warrior. Oh, dang. You did not become the Queen of Love and Beauty. Good lord. Erwin is actually really solid. He is shy, but he's a good warrior. Mistake! Oh! Whoa, here we go. Calling in the Baratheons was a good move. I would have not won this without them. And I'm not going to seize Pike because it's going to take me a million years to do that. Let's make you compassionate. I don't think your father would appreciate me making you callous. I am just knighting people like crazy. Done! So after 15 months, I have claimed my artifact and I will now get the crown of Gerald I Lannister. Thank you. Give it back to me. I also took some Ironborn mail, which I'm going to destroy because it's just garbage anyway. I now have all of the crowns of the Lannister kings that were once, you know, ours. And I think he's turned into quite a competent lord. He's 57 years young, you know. He has 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter. His eldest son is 4. Hasn't gotten any traits yet. He's also set to marry a Targaryen, even though she is kind of homely. It doesn't really matter. It is the daughter of King Viserys, so, you know, can't really complain there. Damn, Rhaenyra is hot as all hell. Good lord. She's also married to a Blackwood and has a ton of children, which is kind of crazy. I honestly thought there was going to be a war, like a succession war, but I think that's only if Viserys dies. Brother is still chilling at King's Landing. After he won the Battle of the Stepstones, he sort of just gave it back. He didn't care that much about it. 3 daughters, seems like they're busy doing whatever it is they're doing down there. You want me to be your Master of Whispers? That feels like a bad idea, but sure. I don't know how you thought of me when you thought of that, but I'm not gonna say no. So I'll just take it. Whatever. Princess Rhaenyra died. She fell from a horse. She was definitely murdered. Somebody killed her. I was just talking about how hot she was. Now look at her. She's dead. Another daughter. I'll name her after my mother, Ella. You can be education focused, it doesn't really matter. The 4th child, you start losing them. So now I'm allied to the Trident. Why isn't it called the Riverlands? Okay, well, whatever. I am now allied to the Riverlands. I'm allied to King Viserys. I'm allied to the Reigns, one of the Reigns, and I'm allied to the Reach. And the Baratheons actually too are on there, or they should be. Yeah, they're there. Because my wife is a Baratheon. So really, I'm in just a great position. You know, I think that coming in here, he has really solidified himself as an excellent successor to his brother in every way, really. He's still the Bastard Lion, but I think we can change his nickname. Okay, so I've changed it. The Bastard Lion, given by his brother Tywin in their youth, Jarian bore the name in his banishment from Casterly Rock with bitter pride. He returned in 111 AC to reclaim the West and ascended to Lord Paramount on the 6th of the first moon, 115 AC. So now he is a historical figure, the Bastard Lion. I have tried to recover Brightroar now for like 20 minutes, and it has not worked any time. I'm going to say that he never succeeded in recovering Brightroar because that's probably more thematically correct anyway, considering, you know, they don't have it. But I've had a lot of fun with this run. This was cool playing as Jarian the Bastard Lion, and it's ironic because Jarian, the brother of Tywin, who I named this after, is the one who goes after Brightroar and kind of disappears, if I remember correctly. But we have done it. We have retaken the Westerlands. We recovered basically all of our artifacts minus Brightroar because it doesn't want to be found, apparently. And we are setting a competent future up for us here in the Westerlands. And my son Tion will one day take over for me. He's married to Princess Shira of the Targaryen, and it's all going to be great and grand and beautiful and wonderful. And I hope that you enjoyed this little video. I've never started a video, like I said, where it was like already kind of an ongoing thing, like in the middle. Well, that's actually not true. I did that not that long ago for the Cons of the Steppe, but normally I don't do that, I guess, especially not like right before a battle. It kind of felt like we had started with an event, which I think is kind of cool. So I hope that you enjoyed that. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And as always, I'm Soul, and I will happily see you in the next one.